So I'm not picking up the phone, picking up the phone no more.
Some nerve you have to break up my lonely and tell me you own me. How dare you march into my heart? Oh, how rude of you to ruin my miserable. I'm still trying to hold on. Oh, I'm so lost right now, but I know God is looking out. Boy, you're just like the others, telling lies or getting high. Oh, didn't take my...
The process for creating this EP started late 2021. Like, I had started writing, but at that time I didn't know it was going to be like a follow-up to Remedial Education. I was just writing because I had things to get off my chest, and I didn't have like a full circle idea for another project after I dropped Comfort. So I was just like, I'm going to just keep writing and writing. And that's how I eventually just was like, okay, let's do a sequel, let's do a part 2. So for this one, I knew I wanted there to be more songs. I knew I wanted to attempt to create an interlude so I could have things flow as seamlessly as possible. There's a bug, and he is trying to get this documentary check. Like, that's so rude. So I really just knew I was going to take my time with this. And when it got to a certain point, I think when I was like on the 4th or 5th song, I was like, this is not going to be ready by the summer, before the summer's over. Well, technically it was finished before summer was over, but I was like, as in like people actually hearing it during the summer, yeah, no, it's not giving that. It's giving almost a fall release, late, very late summer. I rearranged the track list for this about 8 or 9 times. And I also knew for this project as well, I wanted to think more about my rollout. I feel like for my first EP, I did a pretty decent job of trying to engage my audience and my listeners with other content to help them listen to the music. But I really want to make it a point to like plan it out as far ahead as I can. And I was just inspired by all the reviews I'd done this year, and you know, seeing what other artists did for their promo rollouts and things like that. And it just kind of helped me get together a general idea of what I wanted to do when it came time to release Remedial Education Part 2. And so the biggest chunk of this process has really been promo ideas and trying to figure out how to eventually do a music video. And since it's a documentary, you guys know I'm keeping it real with you. Like, music videos are expensive and I am doing my best to hopefully get that to you guys soon. But you know, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it right. I mean, the name of the channel is really got visuals only, so like, you guys know, if I'm gonna come up with a visual, it's gotta be right. And you know, since the timing has to be the right, you know, crew of people and the right team, so hopefully soon I'll be able to give that to you guys. But that's why for now I wanted to take this moment to walk you guys through like the process of just creating this EP. And I think especially after, oh my goodness, why do you want this documentary check so bad? The process in general for Remedial Education Part 2 has been tedious. It has been a trial and error. It has been expensive, but like, you know, that's what goes into, you know, your passion. Like, I hate saying that, but at the same time, like, it's so true. If you're serious about your craft and what you do, you're gonna put the money into it. You're gonna put the money into the right people to help you bring that to life. And you know, this go around, I really wanted to just work with so many other creators that like I adore and that like I love their work. And you know, even, and not being scared to ask for help. And you guys know I really value feedback. As somebody that, you know, critiques music on a weekly basis, I am also a person that I like to receive criticism and feedback from my work. One of the main things I did for this EP, really since like January, since I started recording, was post snippets on my Instagram story. And you guys giving me feedback on what you like and messaging me really gave me a good idea of like what songs I want to be the singles and things like that. So just so you guys know, future reference, if I'm posting snippets, I'm trying to get some feedback. I'm trying to see what the girls like. So I'm grateful to you guys for being a part of this process with me. I really started recording in January, and then, you know, life happens, things happen, and then I finally finished. I think when I finished this EP, I finished the EP in July, I think. July or like beginning of August is when I was completely done with everything. But the fact that it took, you know, a little over, you know, a year as a whole to write and then record and get all these songs mixed was, it just taught me so much. When you're working on a project, it really teaches you patience, and you really do just have to trust the process. I feel like we probably hear that like every 3 to 5 business days, but it's so true. And I've just learned that when it comes to creating a body of work, I can't rush it. You know, fries gonna be ready when fries gonna be ready. We want them nice and crispy and hot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the process, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what it taught me, and I just can't wait to talk to you guys about all the lessons and the lyrics in these songs.
Don't wanna make me the bad guy. Be careful, it's easy to choke on your pride. But I know who I am, and quite frankly, that's more than enough, so by all means. So go ahead and tell them what you want to, but you know the truth just like I do.